welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, it's an opportunity for them in a top-tier matchup to rise to the occasion. These are the measuring stick games that push you to take your game to the next level. And the Atlanta Hawks, in the midst of a massive rebuild, Shaq, who do you see as some of their cornerstones going forward?
I'm on that choo-choo. I'm on that John Collins type train. Love his fire, love his aggression, and love his versatility.
Well, I like Trae Young, man. You know, he's going to gain some strength and consistency, but the talent is there.
I'll take them both. That's it for us. Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. Take it away.
A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The blue line making its way out of the station. Our setting tonight, Boston, Massachusetts. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Guys, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for his play calling. LeBron James said he has so many different wrinkles. You've got to keep your head on a swivel. He'll run something you've never seen before. But Stevens said, honest to God, I've stolen everything we've ever done from somebody else. Kevin?
I love his honesty. All right, thank you, DA. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Atlanta. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, there's Boston, a game behind.
And I think for the Hawks, they weren't really being talked about as contenders coming into the season, but they have entered that conversation.
They're in the thick of it, and I think they got an attitude that's well suited for the pressure and intensity of playoff basketball. So when the postseason arrives, look out for this team.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for Boston, Walker and Smart the guards. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Williams at the center. Long season, Brent, halfway through. Some teams try to create camaraderie with team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
you're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. The funny thing when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, you should read this. And I said, read it. I lived it.
I'm right in the middle
Are you kidding
of
me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about, hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
Herter, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Smart. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Young outside. We're about 1 minute into the first. Passes it to Capella. Shoots over Walker. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Young.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Now Tice, right now averaging about 5 points a game. The pass to Walker, launches it. Collins grabs the miss. Atlanta with the ball. Here's Young, and he lays it straight in.
All right, how about Trae Young? Even when he's bodied up there, finds a way to collect more points.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Walker against Young. Walker's shot is off.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Herter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
And Greg Huerter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
He's off on the first. And the last two drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Good on the second free throw.
Kevin Huerter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nice shot by Smart.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Capella. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. In the corner, Collins with it. 5 on the clock. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Walker. He had 25 points in the win against Orlando.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Out left to the wing. Here's Tice. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Collins kicks to Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Smart passes to Tice. Back to Smart. And Capella sends it back. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Walker dishes to Williams. Back to Walker. 14 feet away. He can't hit that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Young with the ball. Working on Walker.
A main staple in Williams' game. That 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Smart kicks to Walker. The 3 from Tatum. Busted. No good that time either. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Timberwolves. Young passes to Capella. Here's Collins. He's guarded by Williams. Rebounded by Smart.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
It's good.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Here's Young. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Young, right side. Here's Capella. That one wide left. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Teague, he's checked in for Trae Young. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Walker. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Walker against Teague. At the top of the key, Capella. Here's Herter. No good from outside. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And it's Walker penetrating. And he hits it to tie the game up. Walker's got 6.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. T kicks to Hunter. Williams with the block. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Smart misses.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Herter, guarded by Tatum. Herter, no good. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. From outside the arc, and Smart the bucket on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Williams with the block. And it's Capella missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Teague. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. Pass to Hunter. There's the dish to Capella. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Hunter no good. Celtics leading by 6. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And Capella sends it back. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Some changes for Boston. Hayward comes in for Daniel Tice. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. And a change for the Hawks. Reddish is checked in. It's stolen by Capella. To the left side wing. Hunter dishes to Collins. And there's the feed to Capella. Williams with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Rebound Atlanta. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Reddish. Misses and the dry spell continues. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Poirier. Atlanta with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Teague can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Hayward can't hit. The Hawks trail by 6. Reddish with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Down low. Here's Brown. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you got to respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Here's Teague following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Pass to Reddish. Over Hayward. But they'll get another chance. Dedmon passes to Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Teague can't hit.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Now, here's Teague. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Reddish. Outside Teague. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. In fourth, the Celtics.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
That one is off.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue. You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Boston with the ball. They're leading by 8. Wanamaker the pass to Poirier. Brown outside. Hayward outside. Over Reddish. It's deflected. Passes to Bembry. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match. And a moment here to look at the numbers for Jaylen Brown. He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And Brown drops them both. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. And here is Teague. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. 6 to shoot. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Here's Jones, and Jones sends it home.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown outside. Dishes to Cantor. Dedmon with the block.
You've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Now Brown. 14 feet away. That shot off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. The Hawks trail by 4. And Young, here we go. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Well, he's a third-generation point guard as Trae Young. His father and grandfather both played the point guard position. and both of them really helping him arrive at this level.
His father played professionally with dreams of making the NBA. When Trey grew to share that dream, his dad helped him do it.
Well, his dad also had several alarm clocks around the house, Kevin. 5:30 wake-up calls in the morning to train before he went to class. With all the effort that he's put in and with all the efforts from the family, Trae Young is expected to achieve greatness, and he's out here to do that.
And the Hawks with possession here after the basket by Boston.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. No good on that one. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Wanamaker. Rebound by the Hawks. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Young taking his time here. Jones trying to get open. Shots good from Young. Young's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Smart kicks to Hayward. And the pass to Cannon. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 6. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
And that's just tremendous confidence from Brown. Going up with the shot right away and giving the D no time to react.
Now, here is Young. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Wanamaker, defended by Young. Kicks it to Cantor. Pass to Smart. In the corner, it's Hayward. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Daniel Tice comes in for Gordon Hayward. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
That free throw good from Young.
As much as we talk about Trae Young and then mention Steph Curry in the same breath, I think Trae wants to carve out his own path. We know he's a dynamic shooter, can set the table offensively. Now it's about learning the nuances of being a leader of a franchise.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Maybe not a super athlete or at least a hyper athlete in the Westbrook mode, but Trae Young's ball handling ability does some incredible things for him out there on the floor to create space and help him change pace for those kind of angles where he can score.
And you love the aggressiveness of Young, tacking off the dribble, and Brent, for his size, able to finish inside.
Well, he can get to the inside. He can shake guys loose. It's his ability to see the floor, Kevin. But it still comes down to that range where Trae Young has confidence to pull up from just about anywhere to get his offense going.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now, John Collins, an amazing young talent in this league, one of the best run and jump athletes that we have at that position. So fluid out there, gets out in transition, and that's where this Hawks team can really show its young talent.
And so Collins nails both of them. And it's that quick second and third jump capability for Collins, Brent, that really stands out.
Makes you really tough to box out. You understand not only where your teammate's shot might miss, but your own shot on the inside. And John Collins can read where it's coming off the rim, get to the ball, get right back up and score.
The Hawks trail by 5. And here's Young from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter. Walker taking his time here. Tatum passes to Smart. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded close. They get it again. Here's Williams. Can't hit that one. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Young's got 13 points.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Walker against Young. Pulls it up. And the shot is long. The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Tatum. 2 points. That one goes. Tatum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Walker. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Collins. He feeds it to Capella. That misses off the backboard. Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Smart dishes to Walker. Over Young. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Young outside. He kicks it to Hunter. In the corner. Herter with it. To the inside. Hunter. Williams with the block. Young against Tatum. He dishes it to Walker. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in. Now here's Teague. Now here's Capella. Here's Teague. Williams with the defensive effort.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And so it's Boston with it. 4-point game.
You know, and he started off shooting it pretty well, but here in the second, he has started to falter.
Here's Smart. Off target from outside. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. The Hawks second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
The Celtics with the lead. And Williams, here we go. Not going to go that time. Collins with some nice D.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
On defense, Atlanta.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Here's Herter. It's good. Herter's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Well, the more that Herter attacks like this, the more off balance the defense will become.
Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Here's Walker after the basket by Atlanta. Outside Tatum over Collins. Boston, no good that time either. And Teague's got the ball here for the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Celtics trail by 5. Walker the pass to Tatum. Stolen by Collins. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Oh, he's just a great finisher on the inside. John Collins, one of the game's better dunkers.
And checking out the numbers for Tatum. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
And you pair Collins with a passer like Trae Young? Look out.
Yeah, you get him the ball around that launch point where he can get his feet together, and Trae can pretty much throw it anywhere. Collins last year a top 20 player in field goal percentage as a roll man in pick and roll situations.
Here's Hunter. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Hayward outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
The Celtics have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hayward. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Capella. Dwayne Dedman comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Huerter. He's off on the second. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Bembry. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And he makes the first. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Walker. Both shots good from the stripe. There's a minute 40 left in the first half of basketball. Wanamaker the pass to Poirier. Hayward on the wing. Over Reddish. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Hayward.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Teague. He's got 6. Here's Bembry. Atlanta again missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Reddish with the ball. Defended by Hayward. And Reddish with the slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And so it's Boston with it after the basket by Atlanta. Wanamaker the pass to Hayward. From 13 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Brown kicks to Hayward. Inside, here's Poirier. And Jones sends it back. And so that's the end of the first half. Hawks on top, up 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jeff, you guys had a great first half. Is the key to the second half to continue to be that aggressive?
Yeah, we got to play defense. They're a really good team. They're going to play hard. They're real physical. We just got to come out and keep guarding.
Jeff, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Man, we just saw the best of Trae Young. Unlimited range, can make plays for others, will always be at a size disadvantage, but refuses to let that stand his way.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. The Hawks leading by 8. And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. Collins wide open, he fires. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists now tonight.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Now, here is Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kemba Walker picks one up.
The mentality of Trae Young: shoot first, shoot often, keeps defenders very active. In this case, too active.
Big break, big break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Young. And so Young nails them both. Celtics trail by 8. Outside, Walker. And it's Tice in the corner. No good with the triple.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Smart deciding where to go with it. There's the pass to Williams. Back to Smart. Clock at 4. Here's Tice. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks leading by 8. Collins finds Young. Here's Hunter. A shot off that time. Great D that time from Tatum. It's Smart with the drive. Good work defensively by Capella.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Collins. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions. The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime? I'm not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket. And with him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Walker against Collins. Young in the corner. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. It's stolen by Tice. Tatum with it. Guarded by Hunter. Got that one up quick. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
And how about the decision-making by Tatum there? I mean, fantastic at just having a feel for what the defense is going to do and then creating the space there for the jumper.
Smart passes to Tice. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Now just a 4-point Hawks lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Atlanta leading by 4. Young drives in, and the shot goes in.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
One shot.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Walker against Young. Walker the pass to Tatum. The shot missing. Hawks have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Here's Hunter, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Tatum.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Here's Young. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Great look, but off the mark.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really easy to appreciate Tatum's ability. Doesn't back away from the contact when he's in attack mode at the rim.
The Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And how about as a group? 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
He misses the free throw. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
He hits the second from the line.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
Now, here is Young, who's got 20. They get it back. Here's Herter. Sinks the 15-footer. Herter's got his second basket of the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Feeds it to Tatum. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Pass to Collins. Taken away by Williams. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
Young passes to Capella. And they call an illegal screen here. And a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. The 4th spot held by Trae Young.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Stolen by Collins. And they're moving it up. Hunter with it. Now guarded by Tatum.
How about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Some changes for Boston. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Daniel Tice, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Atlanta.
One shot.
That one misses. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown finds Williams. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Huerter. Brown right side. Fires from the wing. Count that one. Brown's got 12.
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point. He's squaring up like that.
Now here's Teague. He has 6. Hunter with it. 16 feet away. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. Kanter kicks to Walker. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 5. Teague, the pass to Reddish. A three-pointer, no good. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Shots good by Walker.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Walker against Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. And Hayward with the block. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And good that time. And it's now only a 1-point Atlanta lead.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's Capella. Here's Teague. Drops in the layup for 2. Teague's got 8 points.
Well, at 6'2" and 182, Jeff Teague really had to use all the strength in his body to get that shot off despite getting hit.
Walker against Teague. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. It's stolen by Capella.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, you gotta really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. Tatum no good on the free throw. The guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Here's Walker following the bucket by the Hawks. Pass to Kanter to the paint. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Walker.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Teague That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Love how Jeff Teague did not fear that attempt. He was amongst the trees, but it did not affect the shot.
And here's Walker. He's got 18. For the tie. And no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Bembry, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 5. Passes it to Hayward. Back to Walker. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Jones checked in for Atlanta.
What's up? Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Celtics trail by 8. Brown the pass to Poirier. Outside, Walker. With some arc. Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing the Rockets in Houston.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
That free throw, no good.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
And the second free throw, good. The Hawks leading by 7. Now Teague. He's got 10. Here's Reddish. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Reddish has got his second basket of the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Walker in the post. Teague covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
The Celtics have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. The first one falls. So for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Jones. Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. Kemba Walker hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Teague. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Teague. 7-point differential. 4 on the clock. Here's Collins. Again, the Hawks score.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Walker finds Canner. From 13, that's good on the jump shot. Walker's got 10 points in just the second half.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
A nice shot by Teague.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Celtics trail by 9.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play. This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
The pass to Dedmon. 26 seconds left in the third. Hunter no good. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And the first one drops. And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. Kemba Walker hits them both.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Pass to Dedmon. To the left wing. Here's Hunter. And he gets the bucket. Hunter's got 12 in the game.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Here's Walker. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Celtics trail by 7. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown and Hayward, the duo at forward. And it's Cantor in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's T. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown finds Smart, and it goes down 2 points.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
The Hawks leading by 5. Now here's Teague. Pass to Hunter. Collins against Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Hunter, the pass to Collins. Over Hayward. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Dedmon with the block, and he's able to get it back. Atlanta's shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Hunter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Smart. Kicks to Cantor. Celtics passing it around. Passes it to Teague. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Stellar effort from Jeff Teague. Gets contact on his way to the rim.
Shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Boston making some changes. Robert Williams comes in for Cantor. And Daniel Tice subbed in for Brown. And a change for the Hawks. Trae Young, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. And he makes both free throws. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Walker with it. Out to Hayward, beyond the arc. Boston again missing.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Now, here's Hunter. Here's Herter. Drills it from outside. Herter's got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
Shot preparation is fantastic as Herter's able to get his feet set that time.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And here's Walker outside. But they get it back. Clock at 6. Trains it from 9 feet away. Walker's got 16 here in the second half.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, no, okay, good play. Get back on defense.
The feed to Smart. Lets it go from 14. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, nice play by Smart. Under control in transition. Something also he's improved at.
Knocked away. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Smart.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now, here is Young. The pass to Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
Young against Walker. The first free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Kemba Walker hits them both. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And now the defense full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
Celtics trail by 8. Feeds it to Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And that one falls for Smart.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And so Smart nails both of them. Atlanta leading by 6. Young outside. To the right side. Here's Herter. Offline with his 3. And there's the call on John Collins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Smart, and it's blocked by Capella, and he gets it back. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Hunter. Williams with the block, and it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Smart dishes to Williams. Back to Smart. He kicks to Williams. And they pick up 2.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
First one falls for him.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
He hits both from the stripe. Celtics trail by 6.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And that one falls for Smart. And so Smart nails both of them. And here's Young. Pass to Hunter. Outside Collins. Capella finds Collins. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Now here's Brown. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. So it's the Celtics now. Young with the steal. And here's the fast break. An easy 2 points on the layup. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Great hands by Trae Young, and his passing abilities sparked the fast break.
Now Smart. Pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. A 3 ball. Rebounded by Capella.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Herder passes to Young. And it's blocked by Brown, and he recovers it. In the corner, it's Hunter. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Smart. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 20 points for Marcus Smart.
Now, it feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And Trae Young in this game is playing completely in control and taking advantage of defenders being overly aggressive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Smart passes to Tatum. Uncovered. Rebound, Atlanta. Passes to Hunter. And it's good. 2 points. Hunter's got 19 points.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Now here's Brown. And there's the pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Collins.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 7. Pass to Herder. This one for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Smart passes to Tatum. Brown outside. To the middle. There's Williams. He gets it in there.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
Young against Brown. Capella. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. On defense, Boston. And here's Collins from outside.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of 3-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
First free throw is good. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Now, here's Collins. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And there's Collins on the assist from Capella. Capella's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Brown. Smart on the wing. Good on the triple. Smart's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And Young, here we go. And that one, good. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Now here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
The Hawks leading by 11. Young passes to Herter. And he makes the first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Tatum. Hunter grabs the miss.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Now, here's Brown. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year if Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a midseason tournament with something on the line. Competition.
Well, kids play that in high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. That free throw good from Brown. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Jason Tatum. No good on the second free throw.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Atlanta.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. W wins on the year now.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Clint Capella.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Young. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 14-point game. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Back to Jones. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.